Hey guys, this is Leeza and I have a super special guest on my channel today. It's Shikha Talsania.
Hello.
I love everything that Shikha stands
Thank
for.
you.
She's also the most talented actor. And I'm so excited to have you
I'm so
here
excited
today.
to be here.
We're going to be talking about our relationship with our bodies.
Something so new from me. I never talk about it.
No, but come on, it needs to be shouted from the rooftops.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know,
I'm going
I
to talk
feel like-
about it till kingdom come, for sure.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. So let's start at the beginning. How would you say your relationship with your body has evolved over the years? And you know, we can even start it in childhood because at least for me, my body image issues started very early on.
And that's for everybody. I think we're made aware of our body type so early on. We're made aware of our gender so early on. We're just made aware of all these things so early on. And with me, I was always the chubby kid. I was always the cute kid. I was always, my cheeks were always pinched. I had family members who would say that I'm not going to carry you because, you know, oh my God, you're so heavy. They called me Sisu, which is like the heaviest metal in Gujarati. I don't know which one it is. I think it's mercury or something like that. I don't know. And they thought it was fine to do that. And then I think when puberty hit is when it hits you harder. And that's when you start associating your body type with your attractiveness to the rest of the world. And that's where a lot of my body image issues came about. Then I started working. Then I became an actor. When I was working behind the scenes, it was fine. When I started off as an actor, that's when it really hit me really bad. And I was just like, I might have to become this version of what the world wants me to be, this stereotype that I need to be a leading lady or get the parts that I want.
It's crazy how from such a young age though, we're made to feel like we owe it to the world to be thin and pretty as women or something. I don't know, I was
I
a
guess.
fat child and my weight has fluctuated throughout my life. And I definitely remember feeling like as young as 6 or 7 years old that like I wish I had a magic pair of scissors that I could just chop off all this fat
absolutely,
with, or you know, somehow I would be so much more worthy and acceptable and lovable if I only looked like those
popular.
other girls.
Yeah.
And I don't know where those ideas even come from because it wasn't like my parents or anybody made me feel bad about myself at all. Kids will bully you in school, of course, but you just see how people respond to people who look a certain way and they're not responding to you like that, and so you believe that somehow you're like inferior because of the body you have, which is so
this was
problematic.
made, and you're made aware of this especially and oh so much.
But I wish that I could go back and take away the shame that I had associated with being a certain size, because truly there is no moral value attached to thinness or fatness, even though our society keeps making fat people feel like they're wrong or bad, or that the word fat also is, I mean, I hated being called fat.
It's a negative, it has a negative connotation.
It's used like an insult when really it should just be a neutral descriptor. I mean, what do larger people get to call their bodies? We're like always treading with such caution around the descriptive terms for larger bodies as if
healthy, plus size, chubby, curvaceous, voluptuous, makeup artists, makeup dadas back in the day used to, it's fine, let's थोड़ा और cutting कर लेते हैं आपके face को, आपका बड़ा baby face है, so which is another word for being chubby or being fat. And you just have to be a little calm and patient. And yes, there were days I used to get really angry about it. Yes, there were days where I would question myself and say, are you, like, what is it? Are you lazy? Are you genetically, like, have you been short-celled genetically that you can't lose the weight? What is happening? Why can't you just lose the weight, Shikha, and become the version of what the world wants you to become? So you don't have to deal with this shit, you know? But then there was also another part of me when that happens like some 3-4 times and you're just like, bhai, dekho, paise mil rahe hain is face ke. So just don't say it like that, na? Say it like this. Maybe, I don't know. There'll be days that I want to educate somebody. There'll be days where I'm just like, you can go and like yourself. Because there's so many things associated with it, right? That you're lazy, that you have no self-control, you are slow, you're a sloth, you are not attractive. You know, there's just so many traits which are
falsely associated with.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I feel like it's so hard to escape all those associations because you're being sort of, bludgeoned with them from such a young age that you internalize fat phobia.
Yeah.
And having been a fat person myself, and actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter what your actual weight is.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much fat phobia that even objectively sort of whatever slender people also experience some extent of this same self-loathing that larger bodied people experience at a much higher degree because society keeps making you feel like you're just not good enough the way you are.
But look at the media surrounding us, right?
And I feel like again it's that sort of fixation on female thinness that we're internalizing at such a young age, that you see women of every age. It could be a 12-year-old, it could be a 70-year-old, and they're talking about the same thing. This week I'm going to have only soups because I ate too much at Christmas. This weekend, or have you heard of these quinoa chips and those thing and this thing and this thing?
It's an obsession.
Dominates most people's preoccupations on a daily basis. Like it's right up there with your financial obligations and your family obligations. The next thing you're most worried about is your weight and appearance, regardless of what your weight or appearance actually is. I mean, I'm sure even the skinniest girl in the world is also thinking about what she's eating and why, and
so this is
that's the crazy thing.
Everybody's thinking about it.
Every single and particularly women, but I think now increasingly also men.
Absolutely. I mean, I know lots of actors, and it's for us, it's probably the first thing that's on your head. Then come the bills and life and work and whatever.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't fixate on this stuff, if we didn't own weighing scales and just went about our lives thinking about all the other things, and if our appearance and our size wasn't made to seem like it was such a humongous part of our ability to succeed in life, because it isn't really. I mean, I feel like we fixate disproportionately on this stuff. People will hate their ankles or knees or elbows or some minute part of their body which no one else can even see, and even might spend thousands of dollars trying to surgically manipulate that part or change it, and I mean the billions of dollars spent in the name of wellness or whatever diet culture and all of it. It's crazy. It's like a massive scam that we're all buying into, regardless of our objective size. And I just think that we should be sending a different messaging to young people, because surely their day would be better spent if the amount of attention fixated on stuff like losing weight was instead spent on, I don't know, climate change,
I'm sure everybody is going through their own journey of figuring out how not to attach their self-worth to what you look like. And I just keep telling, there's so many DMs I get, and it's like, oh my God, you're my inspiration, what do I tell? My friends call me chubby, and I don't like it, or they call me the duff. One girl was called the duff. And you know what, the designated ugly fat friend.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, you don't need these people in your life, and I know it must be hard. But these are the friends, they don't deserve you, if that's what they're saying about you. And it's really, really hard. I get it. But that's why conversations like this are so important. I think the first time a boy actually came up to me and said, I really, really like you, will you be my girlfriend, was the first time I was confident about my body. And I've struggled with, for the longest time, and well into now in my 30s, there are days where I'm just like, I am not attractive to anybody, because everybody's so obsessed with the cookie cutter version of what a woman should be that nobody likes me. But then I have to then remind myself that you're being an idiot. Don't be an idiot about it. But that also comes much, much later. So the times when I felt the sexiest is, and honest to God, and I'm not saying it because it'll be such a cool thing to say, I honestly mean it, is that when I was on stage and people were, reacting to what I was doing, or when I was the center of attention during a conversation with my friends. Stuff like that, that's when you feel sexy. When people come backstage and say, oh my God, that was a great performance. And honestly, that's what I have realized about what I find attractive in other people as well, in men, is not what they look like, but wit and talent and passion and hygiene, and you know, stuff like that. And that was a big realization for me as well, because there were also lots of people who were just like, oh, he's fat, you're fat, the two of you should date. And I'm just like, you're an idiot, the rest of the world is an idiot, why didn't you go and sleep with all of them? I don't know what you're talking about. How does that make sense?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of dating and relationships, what about body confidence in the bedroom? For me, at least, it took a lot of time to feel like comfortable naked with the lights on with another person in the room.
Yeah, I think one, I choose my men wisely. In terms of, I was a late bloomer. The first time somebody was attracted to me, it was that validation was amazing. I felt great. It was awesome. So one of the people that I was with was very encouraging and very sweet and very kind. And with wit and humor, he kind of put all my insecurities to rest. And I have never ever felt more beautiful and sexy.
I think it's amazing how powerful it can be when someone you care about and love sees you and loves you and values you just the way you are. It's so unfortunate at one level that we need that validation, but I mean, I feel like moments like that have played a huge part in my own self-acceptance journey. I know, as well, right? Like, and so perhaps just being kinder and more loving and generous with our own partners can also do that for them.
Yeah.
So
can I give a tip?
Yes, please.
Just do yourself a favor, no matter what you look like, whatever you look like. And I know it sounds corny and cheesy, and you might have heard it many times before, but honestly, just look at yourself butt naked in your birthday suit in the mirror for at least 10 minutes. All the bits you don't like, all the bits you love, dress it up, put on some music, and just look at yourself. If you're not comfortable with yourself naked, it's going to be a problem for the rest of your life. You might be tall, you might be short, you might be fat, you might be thin, you might be lopsided, you might have weirdly skinny knees, you could have the prettiest toes. It doesn't matter none of that matters if you're not a kind human being and if you're not intelligent. So just be kind and be intelligent. And you can call me for more classes.
Oh, Shikha, it was so much fun chatting with you.
It was so great being here. I can talk about this till kingdom come and about other stuff also. Just call me whenever.
I would love to have you back here.
That'd be awesome.
So much.
Thank you. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you, and you, and you, and you, and you. It takes a village, guys. It takes a village.
I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow us on social media. I'll put Shikha's Instagram handle down there as well. And hopefully we'll see you next time.
And
Bye.
Send lots and lots and lots and lots of love to Leeza, because she's the most cutest and most amazing person ever.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Oh, that's so cute.